Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Deluxe Twin Breaker from Kamen Rider Build. This is the core weapon that Kamen Rider Grease and Claws use, Claws in his power-up mode, but you get the picture. So, it's got two quote-unquote distinct modes and has some functionality with bottles and gel bottles, but it's all very basic, but it's kind of neat. Just to go over its look first, this is it in its laser mode, which is just like, it's kind of like a gauntlet-esque weapon similar to like the Q-Ranger changer. The size of blaster, I was having a hard time thinking of the name there for a second, but it's kind of like that, and you can only hold it on this side. It doesn't have buttons on both, which is kind of awkward because I instinctively went for this side, so unless I like did that, kind of weird. But look-wise, it's okay. It's a very simple weapon. It's not one of my all-time favorites, but design-wise, I do kind of dig the simplicity and the transformation and the like the idea of it. And the toy looks pretty decent. It looks fine for what it's supposed to do. You know, it hits all the right points. Nothing spectacular to write home about, like one way or the other, not like, oh, amazing or terrible. It kind of gets the job done. When you transform it, just fold these back and they are linked, and it will pop out this little vampire stake here, and that's its like striker sword mode. I forget what the box says. Wait, I'm looking down at it right now. Attack mode. Yeah, attack mode and beam mode. There we go. I just used a cheat sheet. This reminds me of like a vampire hunter weapon, like something that Olarg would have or something. But yeah, those are the two, and then fold it back in, and you'll have to do that. And you can do it like in one swoop if you want to. That's a swoop. Like, not master swoop, but a swoop. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn it on. So you got the noise there. It's one of the few phrases that this dude that announces the gel-based stuff that I can understand him saying. So, press the button here. Get generic attack noises. Attack mode. Get little saw noises, and then when you switch it back, Beama mode, it sounds like it says evil mode. Alright, so that's all you can do, just getting it standardly if you don't have any bottles, which this would just be a weird toy to pick up. Like, oh, I'm only going to pick up one build toy and it's this. Like, I mean, I don't know, it just seems weird. So, yeah, I'm going to start by just using the standard Dragon Bottle, Dragon Bottle Z. No, that wasn't even a joke, that's just a reference. Anyway, let's go ahead and go. That was lame, I'm sorry. And it'll just say the same noise again. And to let it go, press this. There you go, and you got one for each side. And it'll make the same noises no matter what side you use, unless there's some sort of difference I'm not hearing. And if there is a difference, it's not substantial enough for me to notice. Alright. And now, you basically don't even need to take this out to activate the sound that it's going to make for the other mode. You can just leave it in, so... So yeah, you got that, and that again. And that's at the core of what you're getting. You basically more or less get 3 different sounds for using stuff. You get single ones, you get ones for double, whether you're using 2 of these. I meant to take tank. I meant to take dragon, and I picked up tank. I just realized that. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. But you can use it for 2 bottles, whether it's gel or regular, single ones, and then you have putting in stuff like our little dragon helper. So let's actually put one of the gel ones in there. So, just to show you it's like the same. And as you can see, it has a bit trouble fitting. I mean, it fits, but it pops up kind of awkwardly. So you really can't, unless you, I mean, you can, but you really got to work at it and kind of risk, like, maybe damaging it, putting 2 gel ones in there. But it seems weird that, I mean, like I said, I know it works, but since they made this specifically for these gel guys, that they wouldn't try to engineer this to be a bit wider. Like, you know, I don't know. It just seems like this is what should be happening when you're putting this in the older items in the line, and I just would rather be it more together. Anyway, let's you know what, let's get actual dragon in here instead of being an idiot. Here we got tank. This is like the Oshi and Okami all over again, guys, and no one's gonna understand when I make fun of myself about it later. They're gonna think I'm serious again. So. You get the same noise. Alright. Well, let's switch it to beam mode. And that's basically what you get there. Now I'll just show, so I cover most of my bases. I always forget something, but let's just do 2 standard bottles. We'll do rabbit tank. What you guys didn't realize is what I was actually doing was I was doing a concept from the show, because Sento can't tell that they're best matches by the letters on there. So I was just trying to be in character, guys. Okay, so now we can actually put the full-on dragon in here. It doesn't matter if he's on, it doesn't matter if there's a bottle in him. I mean, you can if you want to activate the sounds at the same time and like link them up or whatever, but I'm just going to be doing it with this guy off. Alright, and lastly, in case you were curious, okay, you can put this in here. I actually had to make a bit of an edit there because it was having a hard time snapping in. But that's pretty much the gist of it. You get the picture. I think there's like a secret sound that I'm forgetting that I don't know how to get, but like I said, you mainly get the picture of what this does. Very similar to the Scalsh driver. I'm a little mixed on it. I do kind of dig it in concept. The transforming back and forth feels satisfying and fine. That sounded weird. I do dig the sounds. I feel like his voice is a little more clear than in the Scalsh driver. Not like in terms of audio quality, but just in terms of me being able to understand what he's saying. And like, I do like the music sound for it, but I wish there was more variety of like waiting music sounds for the various different methods you have, because it all comes across a bit samey. I also like how a lot of the stuff involved with Ryuga's, I guess it makes sense in a way, but to theme it like that, but with Ryuga's noises all sound like they come from a Ryder nightclub, like DJ Ruma. Anyway, sorry, I dropped something in the background. But overall, this is just a very okay toy. I can't really recommend it as a must-have in the line, especially since it doesn't really come with a bottle or anything you need to get. But very similar to the driver, I would say that if you're really into this, I don't think you'll be that disappointed in picking it up, but I just can't recommend it as a must-have of the line. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Ryder, signing out.